Hello again, I'm back with Afcon Talk. How are you and how has the football been for you? Been great. And hooray, the goals have started to come. We prayed for goals in my last post and we got goals. It's not been an avalanche by any stretch of imagination. It could have been better, but I tell you what, we've seen a lot of goals. No sooner had I put my microphone down from talking to you last time, went to see Cameroon play, and the goals started to flood in. 4 goals. Yippee. The other day was Nigeria, 3-1. Then, of course, we had Tunisia, 4 goals. So, yeah, we're seeing goals. We're starting to see goals. It's not been an avalanche, it's not been a flood of goals, but we started to see goals. We've started to see good goals too, from open play, not just penalties. We're seeing a lot of penalty kicks as well, but we're seeing missed penalties. And a lot of the missed penalties, if not all so far, have been penalties that have been saved by goalkeepers. Before I go to that, of the goals from open play, from set pieces that we got, did you see Nigeria's second goal against Sudan? I'm sure Taiwo Awoniyi knew exactly where he wanted the ball to come. He knew where he planted his face so that the ball can hit his face and roll into the Sudanese goal. Yeah, right. But a goal's a goal, a win's a win. And I say kudos to the Super Eagles again because, like I said, it's a straight route to the final for them. And I'm here rooting for the Super Eagles. But let's not get too complacent. Let's not get overconfident. Nigeria should be alright, but we need to take it one game at a time. We've got to drop the excitement from the new manager bounce that we're getting and start playing the game that we know how to play. And it will come good. It will come good, no problem. We talked about penalties. We talked about missed penalties. We talked about the goalkeepers. You know, one of the things that I wanted to talk about today is that it's not very often that you see goalkeepers or even players from an opponent side, from a side that lose a game, be named man of the match. But you can't look past Ben Boyle of Comoros Islands when looking for the man of the match in their game against Morocco, although they lost it by 2-0. That guy was immense on that day. He stopped everything, almost everything that came his way. Almost everything. He was absolutely, it looked like he had more than 2 hands and more than 2 legs. It was like a spider or an octopus in goal. He was clawing at everything. What a performance. What an absolute rocketful performance. And you leave that and you go to the goalkeeper of Sierra Leone against Cote d'Ivoire, Ivory Coast. And you see exactly the same. Mohamed Kamara. This guy is not even tall. I remember scouting this guy when we wanted to play them the other day. And it was like, yeah, one of the things we noted about the goalkeeper of Sierra Leone is he's not very tall, so we can get the ball and lob him easily. He was going for everything. He was going for pretty much everything. Saved the penalty as well. Routine stuff. And that leads me to the fact that, I tell you what, in African football, there are no minnows. Leave that thing. Leave the whole notion that, oh, this is a small nation, we should be beating them 4s or 5s and 6s. It doesn't happen in Africa. If it does, it's only a one-off. It doesn't mean it has to happen all the time. These guys come in 11 against 11 and give as good as it gets. There are no minnows. Djibouti, Sierra Leone. Look at Gambia. Gambia's got 2 draws already. Against Mali, I dread that Malian team. But Tom Saintfiet's Gambia has got a second draw. They could be on their way to this round of 16 if they continue in this way. There are no minnows in African football. Sorry if you're not from Africa, but the truth of the matter is that in other continents, like in Europe, you have the Liechtensteins, the Cypruses, the San Marinos, the Andorras, the Gibraltars, and you know as soon as you get them in a draw that you've got the points. Because you know you'll beat them. Not only will you beat them by 5, 6, 7, 8. And even it wouldn't make the headlines if you beat them by 8. We don't have that in Africa, and we should be proud of that. We should be proud of the fact that we do not have minnows in our game in Africa. Okay, right. Now, after the game between Ghana and Gabon, there were some ugly scenes. We don't like to see them. We see them everywhere. But we saw it, and it's not good for Africa. We're not happy about it. I wonder what the situation, what's wrong, what happened. And when Andre Ayew, legend of the game, my friend's son of a legend, himself a legend of African football, comes in front of the cameras and says, you saw it yourself. Did you see that the ball was played and Gabon should have given us back the ball? They didn't have to give you back the ball. They didn't have to give the ball back to you. Fair play, yes, they could have done and nobody would have faulted them for it. But carry on with the game. If it carried on with the game, if you put the game to bed, look in the mirror, guys. Ghana, look in the mirror and see for yourselves where it went wrong. If you had put the game to bed earlier on that evening, you would not be complaining about that equalizer, because that single goal that Gabon scored would not have mattered. And the petulance and the arrogance. Come on, let's be humble here. Oh, we are Ghana, so we will win the next game and qualify. I say, now note the P's, the game of P's, the letter P. You are paid to play, not to parley. So what am I saying? Speak less, let your action be known, let your intentions and your abilities be known on the P, on the page. Another P word. That one I employ. The arrogance, the petulance, we are Ghana. Let's be humble here. Because what you're doing is delivering the motivation talk for your next opponents, Comoros. He said we are Ghana. He means that they're going to beat us. We're going to go there and show him that we can beat them. You have delivered the motivation speech to help your opponent by speaking like that. So let's watch it. Let's watch it. All right? Now then, my book will come out very soon. I picked the date 23rd of January for my book on heroes and legends of African football. Do you know why? Because my hero, my legend, my very good friend of blessed memory would have turned 60 on the 23rd of January, Stephen Keshi, a legend of the game in Africa, a legend of the game at all, a legend in the continent, a legend in my heart of hearts. And I have deliberately and purposely picked that day to release this book in my own modest tribute to his memory. You can order this book, pre-order it via my website. And in addition, subscribe to me, as I always say. Drop your comments, they will always be welcome. Until I see you again, let's be humble as we wait for the next round of games, because I can tell you this tournament is about to implode with quality. Thank you.